Okay, so from that market, then we'll go to the market that never sleeps. That's why Ladi will always proudly tell you that they have new figures every hour.
Yeah, since love is in the air right now, everybody's loving their job right now.
I love my job. I know you love crypto, but I love my job.
Exactly. Even though you want to be sleeping somewhere right now, but that's fine. You love your job.
Is that why you have the Christmas color on the board?
It's yeah, we're picking the red this time.
Yeah. But yesterday, it's a good combo. It's Christmas, you know.
Yeah, it was a mixture yesterday. A couple of red pockets, then we had green. So it's representing Christmas at this point.
Great.
No dominant color here. So we see Bitcoin there losing some ground, $42,885, down by 1.31% this morning. Ethereum is also down. But we're seeing Solana still shining, XRP shining, Matic, and a couple of other coins there we track on the top 100 on CoinMarketCap. Let's look at the sentiment this morning. We see it's still greed. It's still a greedy market since early last month into October. We've been in greed for that long. 71 points. Looking at the Fear Greed Index. Now let's look at some stocks that did well. Let's call them the Santa Rally cryptos at this point. 7 days to Christmas, and they did really well. Near Protocol, $4.26. That has given 78% gains in 7 days into Christmas there. Oasis Protocol, that's 13 cents. That's given 55% in 7 days. Then we have Solana there. Solana has done incredibly well. Even though Solana had that issue when the FTX exchange, went down, we've seen Solana bounce back bigger. It was trading at less than $20 earlier this year, but $114, up 50.35%. Even though some have called it a somewhat bearish market, but it has been quite bullish for some of these stocks. Let's bring in Solomon Amunde now, financial market analyst. Great to have you, Solomon. Good morning.
Good morning, Ladi. Good morning.
Yeah, so looking at the Santa cryptos at this point, we see that Solana has done incredibly well in 7 days. Even from year to date, is up over about 200% or thereabout. And we've seen Solana flip some coins on the top 100 coins that we track on CoinMarketCap. What is going on with Solana? Why is it so bullish this time?
So basically, for Solana, the team has been building ever since November last year when the token crashed below $10. The team they have been aggressively building, and I strongly believe they've been planning for this moment. And one of the major reasons why we see Solana making all the noise and all the hypes and gathering all of the total value in the crypto ecosystem and lots of transactions and NFT transactions too, it's majorly because of the meme coin season, which has been going on in Solana for the past about 2 months now. We have lots of traders migrating to the Solana blockchain to be able to make some money. They are trading most of these meme coins. And it's massively too because of the low gas fees. And let's not also forget that Solana has given people the most free amount of money within the last 60 days based on airdrops. I mean, so many persons have made as much as $20,000 within the last 30 days to about 60 days just from airdrop. And we know airdrop is more like free money for some incentivized stuffs that you did on a particular blockchain or on a particular application or dApp. So we've seen the bulk of that happen on Solana, and we're still expecting about 2 to 3 more airdrops first quarter of 2024 still on Solana. So that's why we've been seeing all of the hype on the Solana ecosystem recently.
Yeah, quite a lot of hype there. We've seen Solana actually flip BNB, and now there's chatter that Solana could flip Ethereum, going forward. How possible is that?
It will be extremely difficult because of, if you look at the disparity in the two market cap of the two projects, the gap is huge. For Solana to be able to do that, Solana would have to do about 5-6x from where it is right now, and also Ethereum would have to not make any move. So I doubt that's happening. I doubt that. For now, we also see that Solana is above BNB, which is also based on the issues about Binance, CZ, which has negatively impacted BNB2 in this mini bull markets that we've had so far. So I would say everything is working well for Solana now, but I doubt it will be able to flip Ethereum anytime soon.
Talking about everything working for Solana, at this time, how sustainable is this run? When do you think investors are going to say, okay, it's time to take some profit, even though it's been rallying all through Christmas?
I think currently now Solana is overstretched. It has had an amazing run from below $20 to as much as $120 within a space of 60 days. So I feel right now the chart is extremely overstretched. So we should start seeing investors pulling out some funds. I mean, most investors are about 10x up on Solana. And also, one of the things sustaining this hype so far is the meme coins rally and also the airdrops. So I strongly believe that from second quarter of next year, we should start seeing lots of the activities around Solana reducing. But would they be able to maintain this traction? That is something we'll have to wait for. But personally, I feel they might be able to maintain maximum 50% of the traction that they've generated so far. I see them losing at least 40 to 50% of the traction because, like I said, most persons are there for airdrops and to trade meme coins.
And looking at, most of these blockchains now, you did say Solana's blockchain, the fees are quite cheap, it's fast. But when there's a lot of activity, on most of these blockchains, then you have the congestion issues. Then you see the price, the fees, transaction fees actually start to go up. Is that going to happen, or has it happened on Solana's blockchain with all the meme coin saga we've seen in the market?
No, recently we haven't experienced that. Despite the surge in transaction and the surge in user activities and also active wallets and also NFT flipping. We haven't seen any issues with the blockchain yet. It's still holding on very, very well. And we haven't seen any spike in the fees too. The fees they are still moderately low, and everything is still working very, very well. So I would say kudos to the Solana devs, the team. They are doing very, very well. Like, I would say they have learned from the issues in the past, but we are yet to see if we wouldn't have such issues again in the future. But so far, within the last 60 days, we haven't experienced anything like that.
Talking about issues around FTX, going into 2024, there's still a lot of court cases in the crypto industry that everyone's looking forward to, from XRP to most of the US SEC, talking about some coins being securities. They're still going to mount pressure going into 2024. So looking at the issue with FTX, do you see some risk ahead for projects like Solana that were linked to FTX?
Yeah, I feel we haven't totally moved past that. I believe we haven't, because I know that Alameda, based on their wallets that they tracked, they're still holding good amount of Solana tokens. So we don't know, they can dump anytime or they might choose not to dump. There's still that uncertainty around Solana. But I strongly believe that whatever happens, I strongly believe that Solana will still lose, at least in terms of correction, at least 40% of its value. We'll still see Solana next year around $60 and 50-something dollars. We'll still see that. So for investors and people trying to bring in fresh capital into the market, I would say now it's not the best time. And Solana at its price right now, it's not the best pick for people to start investing in short term.
Yeah, it's quite incredible how, most investors that have been on the sideline for a long time normally choose the top of a bull market to come in. So looking at this market generally, where are you seeing the top at this point?
We're expecting Bitcoin ETF on the 10th/11th. Let's say January, we're expecting it. That is next year. I strongly believe that once we get that ETF, which I'm not 100% certain we'll get it yet, but let's assume we get it, that would mark the top of the market. So I'm expecting to start seeing considerable corrections in the market from the ending of the first quarter to beginning of the second quarter of 2024. That's when I'm expecting to start seeing aggressive corrections in the market.
Right. All right. We'll definitely be tracking this market and see when the corrections come in. Thank you so much, Solomon Amunde, financial market analyst. Thank you.
Thank you, Ladi.
Right. All right, so let's take a look at the top gainers this morning. Now, let's see who's top in the chart, because it's still a really greedy market. Yesterday, we got double-digit gains. Today, still double-digit gains. Sats, one of the from the ordinals there, 38.43%, less than a penny. Ordinals, that's the original one, that's $76.30, up 36%. So it's big gains. Near Protocol, also on the top gainers counter, 15.17% gain. Let's look at the top losers now. We see Rune, that's top of the counter. Not double-digit losses, single-digit, but still quite high. 8% down, $5.69. Optimism, that's had a run recently, $3.35, 5.49% down. This was trading earlier last month about $2.30, so it's had quite a run there. IMX, Immutable X, $2.38, 5.05%. So that's how the market is looking. It's still a very greedy market at this point in it, but definitely it's quite scary, for if you're not invested in a bullish market, then you want to try and get in. FOMO, fear of missing out. So a lot to decide.
Yeah, very interesting conversation
Yeah.
I think you had there with Solomon, especially with the move of Solana.
Yes,
and
quite incredible move.
at the beginning of the year, I don't think a lot of people actually saw it coming.
Yeah.
So even as we speak, there are some coins that hold a lot of potentials in 2024.
Exactly, the laggards.
And nobody knows at
Right.
this time, or a lot of people do not know. So,
Yeah.
you have to really sniff and smell really close to the ground for you to
so
be able
hard
to
finding the winners
Exactly.
in any market.
All right, Laddie, thank you so much.
Thank
See
you.
you at 1:30.
Thank you.
So that's it on the program for today, this Boxing Day. And yes, it's a day to unwrap all those gifts. Hopefully the, harsh economic realities did not stop those gifts from coming. So you can go about your business today, unwrapping the gift and sharing it. It's very important to share with those who do not have the privilege to receive gifts like you. I'm Ini John Mekwa. It's been a pleasure spending this hour with you. Hope to do it again tomorrow. I'm Ini John Mekwa. Enjoy yourself. Have a great holiday.